And we're live.
Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourselves in this weird, raw, wacky world, and welcome to another exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin. After the last session of our slightly misadventurous cadre of individuals, shall we say, this evening's scene will be set in Carpe Dominatus, a club located in the Temple Bar district, right at the heart of Dublin city centre. For those of you who don't know Temple Bar, it is the centre of counterculture in Ireland. It is where there are winding back streets, cobbled and pedestrianised, where little boutiques and retro shops, little boutiques and retro shops, Gothic mausoleum-style entrances, and, needless to say, a den of hipsters congregate during the day. At night, however, it becomes the centre of Ireland's rave and fetish scenes. It becomes a dark place where many secrets are told, but fewer people will tell them. This evening's scene, we will see Carpe Dominatus, a newly opened club, opened here in the last 6 months or so. It's a rather unassuming building, or rather a rather unassuming doorway. It just appears to be a great black cast iron gate, above which there is written Carpe Dominatus in spidery black writing. As the patrons descend down, they will come into a large ovular room made entirely from black stone. Large red plush poofs and sofas adorn the room itself, where there are dancing tables where attractive men and women gyrate for the amusement and pleasure of those who are their patrons. Needless to say, clothing is considered rather optional. It has an air of decadence and hedonism. It has an air of a place where anything can be bought and sold. And so it is, we will join our fine festive friends as they enter. Samira, bless her, will already be here, so we will start with her.
Samira is drinking her non-alcoholic drink, and it will be checked.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Fucking great liquor!
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, Sam is chilling there right now. She has a hoodie on right now because it is pretty chilly out now. So yeah.
Okay. Next to step down into the dark confines of the club, we find the good Dr. Maeve.
Maeve has absolutely fucking no idea why the hell she is at this place. It looks like she probably just... Oh god, what fell?
What was that?
Oh no, it
Just
broke!
fell.
Oh no. Oh fuck, I'll have to take it out to the workshop and fix it tomorrow. But anyway, okay. Yeah, as Tim said in the side chat, she took a wrong turn. She's been a little confused recently. She looks like she just stepped out of her lab, to be honest. But she was, smart enough to just take off her lab coat. She is still wearing white slacks, her black dress shirt and gray tie. Her hair is slicked back as it always is. And she looks around with her multicolored eyes, wondering why the hell she's here. Yeah, no, as Tim said, she doesn't use hair gel. It's just slicked up by her pure dedication to science.
I mean, I will accept this logic. Next, to enter the scene, we shall have Tessa.
Oh, glad I got back just in time then. Tessa has a backpack on. The top of it's open a little bit so somebody's head can stick out. And because they're just like that. And she's kind of got it on. And she's looking at this card, looking at this club, looking at this card, looking at this club. And she's like, I guess I will check this out, see what this jerk's all about. Gravy. What kind of name is Gravy? Whatever. She doesn't even remember his real name. She just remembers Gravy. And she'll come in.
For the record, you will hear hissed from your backpack, "We should get some gravy. I like gravy.
I'll see if they have any. And she walks in. She will show them her empty backpack at the door because people are weird like that.
The backpack is indeed, from their perspective, 100% empty.
They're probably wondering what I'm going to steal.
All the things.
The cutlery.
Maybe alcohol, because Talia would like some alcohol. It'll keep her quiet a little longer. Oh, but the trouble she would get in if Talia was drunk. Yeah, she's gonna wait to get Talia drunk at home, but she'll take the alcohol with her. Maybe. Yeah, doesn't matter. And when she comes in, does she see this gravy fellow anywhere?
He's not clearly visible in the club currently at the moment. You do see that there are several doors that lead off to various different side rooms, and/or there's a stairs that leads down behind the bar to another sub-level. So he might be here.
And who already is in here?
Of the player party, we have Dr. Maeve and we have Samira.
Maeve definitely kind of stands out. Is Samira wearing anything that would stand out here?
Oddly enough, no. Which I think paradoxically would make her stand out here.
Well, she'll walk up to the bar to get a drink, and she's definitely eyeing this tight-pressed woman.
The bartender will look you up and down and lick her lips as she says, "And what can I get you, my dear? May I make a recommendation?"
She'll glance sideways towards an individual. Yeah, sure. What's the recommendation?
Why don't you try a signature drink, the taste of midnight?
Don't do the signature drink.
Turn towards the voice. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Samira's eyes go wide because she realizes she just said that out loud.
I will pass on the signature drink. Thank you, though. And she kind of leans her head back towards the bag.
Oh, there.
I will go with...
Can I offer a suggestion?
Sure.
The Death on the Vine here is really good.
You know, I never really got into those. They're always a bit too flowery for me.
That's fair. I like them.
To each their own. To each their own. I'll take that bottle, and she'll just point to one of them on the top shelf.
The girl will casually look over and she'll say, "That's expensive, love."
Yeah, Gravy said that he's got it. It's cool.
Who the fuck is Gravy?
She'll pull out the card.
Oh, I see. You're one of Mr. Gravedigger's guests.
Gravedigger, that was his name. All I remembered was him being Gravy.
Right, alright then. I suppose that's fair. She'll actually have to get a little bit of a step ladder as she climbs up the 2 or 3 steps so she can grab the bottle of booze, which is some kind of peach schnapps that she will cork and pass you a small glass to drink from as she hands the bottle to you.
Awesome. And she'll pour some into the glass and take a shot.
It's delicious. As a matter of fact, does your character possess a mind shield at the moment?
She does not have one up because I didn't remember to do that beforehand.
You just feel happy.
Happy's good. She can handle happy. And she'll look over to the woman with death for the death on the vine. And she'll extend a hand. Tessa, you are...
Sam looks left and right to make sure she's the one actually being spoken to. Oh, Sam. That's my name.
Cute name. Sam.
It's nice to meet you.
This is a strange little getup in here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't go down the hallways.
Okay.
Unless you're down for that next level group sex shit. Like, don't do that.
Seeing as Gravy's already knows not to lick me, I will avoid that. Like, seriously.
You know, I'm glad he's told you that he won't do that.
Oh, did he lick you? I will
No,
punch him for you if you want. I will lay his ass
no,
out.
I already punched him earlier.
Oh, good. Good for you.
No, it's not good. It was an accident.
At this point, we will let. Sorry, just looking through my list. Grog, you are next on the line. Conga, 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 conga.
The sergeant's going to show up in what he was wearing at the party that became something other than a party, and will be looking for Sam all over the place, as he doesn't believe that any of the Thanatos should be out on their own or without each other, because it's best to watch each other's back after watching the Umbra on fire. Kinda scared him a bit.
That's legit. Sam will kind of get up and wave to him.
So he'll come like right over and take a seat next to her. Not good to be on your own, Sam. Not after what we see today.
I was in here with Bellic and, Gravediggers around, and I also met Tessa.
Overprotective boyfriend, or?
What? No. Sam is now blushing.
Hey, if that's your thing,
But we're not dating, okay?
Okay. He just came off as kind of an overprotective friend.
I mean, considering the night we had, it's kind of, it's somewhat expected.
We kind of watched people fall from the sky bleeding from massive wounds, got threatened by a technocracy director, and oh yeah, the entire Umbra was on fire.
Blink, 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 blink.
If you ask me, mistress, I think they're stoned.
And she will. They will hear her muttering in a almost growly yip way, almost to herself, responding, "I'm pretty sure they are."
No, I'm not.
No, you wouldn't have understood that language.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying that out loud. Or in my... No.
What you guys heard was a yowling growl, a yipping growl kind of sound.
Okay.
With almost a touch of Klingon-esque sounds to it.
Did Tessa say that, or something not Tessa?
Tessa said that.
Okay.
For the record, Ian, you are next.
All right, cool. After getting returned after a visit to the ship, which is totally cool, even he's impressed. He'll find his way getting dropped, ironically enough, just a half block away from this place, so he decides that he's going to go to get a drink. And finds his way into the establishment. He is not quite wearing the outfit that he was wearing when he went to the theater, but he's got most of his suit back on. He's just missing the tie. And he'll come into the bar and look around, see everybody congregated around one place, and head over and orders a Guinness.
The drink will be provided to you. By the way, hey, Kim. Kim.
Yeah.
The bartender sidles up to you and she smiles, a very wide smile, and she says, "What can I get for you, love?"
Nothing.
"Why nothing? I'm sure I could get you something."
I would rather not drink anything from this place.
"Oh, my. Why is that? Maybe you might come to like it."
I highly doubt that.
"Are you willing to bet?"
On this? No.
So what you're saying is you're not willing to prove your assessment is correct?
Ash will roll his eyes.
There's nothing to prove. I said I would not drink anything from here, and I will not.
"Oh my, isn't she snarky?" "Well, I tried, love," she said as she pads her way back down the bar to see to other patrons.
Hey, Evan, OOC, dude, because I think it would be hilarious. Can Felix be here? In a little sweater?
Yes, the cat may be here in a sweater.
Okay, he's on a harness, though, because it probably would be weird if this cat just was kind of walking around without, Yeah.
He's currently wearing something from his Christmas collection. It has Christmas trees on it.
That's fucking hilarious.
Hey guys.
He will kind of look at you and jerk his head towards the barman and kind of hop up on the bar and kind of jerk his head as if saying, "Come down to me, woman."
She'll sigh, lean down.
He will say quietly through his translation collar, "You never asked if I wanted to drink."
Why would you want to drink anything from here?
Oh, I don't know. To feel something that isn't the soul-crushing ignominy of being a common variety house pet.
Well, that isn't my fault.
It by very much the definition is your fault.
When did I do that?
When you put me in a house cat's body! For the record, the cat shouts that at the volume of somebody shouting a very, very loud.
Tessa's gonna turn towards this woman with her cat in a Christmas sweater.
Yeah, Sam's just gonna look. Did that cat just talk?
She's going to lean down and grab the cat by its neck and just kind of whisper in its ear, "If you dare shout like that again in a public place."
Hey, Kim.
No!
But I love the kitty. Why would I not love the kitty? I wish to stroke the kitty.
Motherfucker! Fucking cat. Okay, so I guess instead of going to grab this cat.
Oh no, you grab it and you start to say something, but then your voice changes to, "Who's a good cat? You're a good cat."
Now that draws Ash's attention.
I'm too sober for this. I'm just too sober for this.
Tessa's just gonna drink straight from the bottle right now.
The cat will, however, sense the writing on the wall as it's been lifted up by the throat. Will look at the other guy, will look at the congregation of others and give the most unconvincing meow.
Bruh.
Does he actually add in the bro?
No, yeah, no. Sam actually said bruh out loud as a response to the cat.
Maeve will kind of straighten herself up, brush down the front of her suit and then just straighten her tie up.
Nice cat you have there.
Ah, yes, thank you.
Yeah, I can see you as somebody who likes a nice cat.
Meow.
It's gotta be the best cat ever, doesn't it? What with its human-like meow.
It's
Yeah.
literally
I swear
saying
your
your
cat.
meow.
I would swear your cat just said first. I've never heard a cat say
Well, you've never heard a cat say meow before? That's not unusual.
The cat has hopped down, it's hiding behind Maeve at this point.
Somebody's just practicing throwing their voice, obviously.
Of course. My sweet little darling cat couldn't do anything of the sort.
like yell out that you put it in a cat body.
Of course. I'm testing out a new social experiment, you see. I have a small recorder wrapped around on the collar of the cat's. The cat's collar, I should say. And every now and then it will say a pre-programmed phrase. I'm just wanting to see how people react.
Oh, do share. Show us again, won't you?
Oh, by the way, hey Kim, roll subterfuge.
Yeah,
please,
I
thanks.
know, I'm going.
Yeah, no.
By the way, if everyone else likes to roll me perception alertness.
Yeah,
No need. Evan, I just rolled Ring of Truth.
here comes another ring of truth just cause. That's big, big, big.
No, but something completely unrelated. Roll perception alertness.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a few successes there to see if there's a bit of untruth there.
I got 3 successes.
I got 3 successes.
Okay, I got 2 successes on the perception alertness.
Okay. So
I got 3.
Okay.
I have a straight fail on the thing. She believes this. She'll buy the cat with the recorder on its collar. Makes sense to her.
That's fair.
6 successes, Evan.
Oh,
It's almost like
Oh, wow.
this is like what I do.
okay, because you only needed 2 successes for this. So the cat from behind her is sitting down, and it's got its head up, and it's moving its head from side to side, as it appears. From your perspective, is it reading the specials board?
Fucking
Bruh. You know what? Sam's just gonna say it out loud again this time. Just looks over. Bruh.
Maeve will just arch an eyebrow.
You're not even trying, Mr. Cat. You're not even trying.
Yeah, Ash is just shaking his head.
She will offer Maeve the alcohol she has. Want some?
No,
Sounds like you
thank
could use it.
I'll
Ash
shake
will
her head.
look over at Maeve. I don't believe we've met.
Because we haven't.
Ah. He'll offer his hand. Ash.
Her eyes kind of flick down towards his hand. And then she'll very curtly clasp her hands behind her back and say, Maeve.
Yeah, worries. Hand.
Can somebody roll me 2 dice, please, and just tell me what they roll? Thank you.
Oh my god.
You got a 1 and a 3.
Can you roll it again, please?
You got a 10 and a 5.
Excellent. Continue on.
Ash will just lower his hand. Pleasure.
You know something? The cat will hop up onto the table, or will hop up onto the bar, And he'll pad forward to the group. And he will say, Felix Remington, Society of Ether. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Why are you a cat?
I'm with her.
You know, after what I've seen today, this is not that unusual.
No, this
Allow
is pretty unusual.
Wait, does that mean one of you's like the other one's like thing?
Because the cat turned on spirit sight.
It's fucking cat. To Tessa's question, Maeve will just kind of arch an eyebrow.
Especially close pet?
Ah, yes. This is Maeve Wodarin, my pet.
So you want some alcohol? What'd you say your name was, Mr. Kitty?
Felix Remington. I will happily accept that offer.
And she will pour some alcohol into a glass and slide it over to him.
Maeve is just giving some massive side eye to this fucking cat right now.
The cat will kind of lap the alcohol for a moment as he says, "Oh, I was being facetious. Allow me to introduce Dr. Maeve Wodarin of the Society of Ether, one of their greatest minds in the terms of introspectric genetic resequencing."
So you're her pet, and she actually made you smart enough to talk. That's pretty good work. Props to you, Doc.
But it's a cat.
It's not the craziest thing you could see right now.
It's not the craziest thing I've seen today.
He's right.
To be more frank, he was not born a cat. To put it simply, anyway.
Oh, so did they suffer like trauma or something that you had to body swap them, or?
No. I wanted to see what would happen if I put the brain of a man into a cat.
You know, I'm not surprised that it actually fit into a cat.
Well, of course, there was some slicing away and some modification.
I'm pretty sure I had a family at one point, but damned if I can remember them.
She looks over to the cat. She asks, "Did you consent to this?"
It was for the greater good of science. Why would I not?
Because you're now stuck in a cat body. That's
I will
why.
point out, Tim, your Ring of Truth did not ping when it said that.
Okay, awesome. All she was concerned about. She does have some ethical issues with this. She doesn't know what. Yeah, she doesn't know how she should feel about it. But we'll worry about that later. She'll consult her books.
Maeve will just kind of reach down and gently scratch behind the cat's ears and say, he's not stuck like this. In time, I will be able to create for him a new body and he can go back.
Cat's gonna purr.
See, now that's some good use of science.
He'll say, "Damn it! This is a completely involuntary response."
More scritches.
And if Tessa wants to pet somebody's head but make it look like she's scratching her head, what would I have to roll?
I think you can just do it.
Okay, Tessa reaches up like she's scratching the back of her head, but she's actually petting somebody else's head for a moment.
I was promised there'd be gravy.
I haven't seen gravy yet. The bartender doesn't even know that his name was Gravy, so I'm not even sure that this is really his bar.
Well, she said his name was Gravedigger. Would that not be his name?
I can confirm it's his bar. That's a thing.
I like getting free drinks though. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
At this point, oh, sorry, continue, Tim.
Oh, Sam was just gonna say, yeah, he tends to do that for everyone like us.
Good to know.
At this point, the cat is pretty tipsy. He's kind of like, he attempts to stand up and kind of, he's swaying a bit in his feet, and he's just like, oh, were my paws always this big?
I was just gonna laugh at him. Can we get some like cat food, some tuna, something like that for the cat?
At this point, one of the side doors will open, and you'll. Okay, all of you will feel very cold, like a coldness that seeps right into your bones, a coldness that is primordial, a coldness that you feel when you stand in the morgue or around the cemetery for a split second, and then it will pass.
Ash is going to hiss out, "What now?"
As out of the space that the door opened, Gravedigger emerges, leaning on his with his walking stick, as he says, "Oh, company. Let's see if I get this right. So we've got." He kind of flicks down the line. "What? I shot the sheriff," he says, pointing at Grog. "Female social justice warrior. Lives in a greenhouse. Holy crap, that's a cat's brain in a man's body. That's new. And somebody I don't know. How's it going, everyone?"
Very, very tired and had a very long day.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Well, he'll kind of extend his hand to Maeve, and he'll say, "Pleasure to meet you, new face. What's your name?"
As with the other guy, her eyes will flick down to his hand, then up to him. As she continues, one hand is still kind of behind her back, as she stands up straight and is very posh and clearly a fucking asshole. And her other is petting the cat. And she'll just say, "Dr. Maeve O'Darren."
"Oh, I see. You're not one for shaking hands." His hand, like lightning, will wrap itself under your waist. Kind of since you have your hand up to pet the cat, as he pulls you in close, and he says, "Perhaps you're more of a hugger."
Tessa's gonna grab him by the shoulder and kind of pull back on him.
Okay.
This is probably not going to work out too well, but Maeve is going to try to punch him.
I have this character just for physical abuse. I'd like to let you guys know that.
It probably is not going to work out very well.
Okay. Hey Tessa. Or sorry. Hey Kim. Roll your dex brawl.
I'm going to spend a willpower because she really just wants to punch him for touching her.
That's fair.
3 successes.
Okay. Roll. Hey Tessa. Would you like to roll to dodge?
Bruh.
Yep. Your hand goes through smoke and mirrors. Literally, the figure itself implodes into kind of into a pallor of smoke. You're not sure if it was ever really there or not, as your fist flies forward.
I'm so sorry.
3 successes.
Thank God.
Okay, defender wins. So literally, Tessa has a come to Jesus moment as the fist just flies towards her face. She's like, "Nope," and Cat basically just manages to get out of the way.
Yeah, I figured he wasn't really here. Fucking bastard.
Coincidentally, I'll point out none of the other club goers seem to have noticed that he was ever there.
Again, Ash is just going to shake his head and take a drink of his Guinness.
For the record, how many people here have actually out of character drunk Guinness in their lives?
I
I
have.
mean, like I'm drinking right now.
I haven't personally.
Guinness tastes universally better in Ireland. I know that might sound like a really erroneous statement, but it does. It doesn't travel well.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks. I feel you. All right.
The cans of it are absolutely yeah.
Oh yeah, it's absolute muck. But still, I mean, so you are. At which point you will see Gravedigger standing by the door that he walked out of, leaning against the lintel as he says, "Now, I was only being friendly."
Your friendliness seems to catch a lot of hands. I'm just saying.
So there was this one bitch I knew back in Hong Kong by the name of Tony Zhang. No, I'm not. He's not going to say that. Don't worry, Kim. Gravedigger will take off his top hat as he bows to the assembled, and he'll say, "Now then, perhaps since you've all had a stressful day, as means of an apology, so we can all start off on the right foot, I can offer you all a meal. Does that seem reasonable?"
Ooh, out of character. Offer us a what?
A meal.
Offer you a meal.
A meal?
Yes.
Shrugs. I haven't had too much to eat today. How about you guys?
I could go for something to eat.
I could eat something, I guess.
Depends on where we're going to eat.
My thought would be depending on what we're going to eat.
Well, from what I've picked up, I doubt the doctor would want to eat the food that he's offering, so that would kind of be like a deterrent.
Well, Doctor, do you not want to eat our food, drink our wine, be merry and frivolous?
My teacher used to always tell me a saying, "Your germs are your germs, and my germs are my germs. I am immune to the germs that I carry. My immune system is not immune to your germs."
My, such highfalutin concepts. Germs this and bacteria that, and infection came and hit me with the wiffle ball bat. Well, we are going to go and eat. You're more than welcome to join us. It's just a step down here, and a jump to the left, and then a jump to the right.
The step to the right. If you're gonna do it right.
You know what? Kim, roll me 5 dice.
Me?
No, whoever can roll me 5 dice, roll me 5 dice.
Oh, I should probably roll that because technically, well, no, Natalie's the thing. I'll just roll it in this. I don't know. I'm gonna just do it. Whatever. What if?
Just roll them and tell me what the result is.
Oh, okay, you got a 1, 6, 2, 9, and 10.
Okay. Natalie, what's your willpower? On Tessa, because I can't remember it off the top of my head.
It is on here somewhere.
I think it's a 7. I don't know why that's clinging in my head.
That sounds about. It's 6, actually.
Okay, cool. Yeah, with the 2 successes there, it's more than enough. Basically, you will inadvertently put your hands on your hips and do the next little routine of the time warp.
I was gonna do that anyways.
Oh, yes. Well, you've just been compelled to do so. As a matter of fact, for a brief moment, the internal sound system of the club actually just for about 10 seconds turns to "let's do the time warp again."
Keep your knees
Well.
tight. do the pelvic thrust. It'll really drive you insane.
Dave Digger just kind of gives her a slow clap. He's just like, I love that musical. Right. Oh, I see we have a newcomer coming to join us. Hello, hello, hello. New person. Wave. No, just John arrived. What's up, John?
Hey. So, this guy is going to walk inside the bar. And he's going to head straight to the bar.
The bartender is a rather attractive-looking girl. You guess probably appearance 3 or 4, dressed in tight-fitting gothic clothing like a corset and fishnets. She's got neon pink hair as she looks you up and down and says, "What can I get for you, handsome?"
How about a scotch? Let's start the night with a scotch.
Wow. What kind of scotch? How much of a big spender are you becomes the question, Sonny Jim.
Alright, how about a 16-year-old Lagavulin then?
Oh my. I see somebody knows his tastes. Very well then. She'll pour a single or a double?
Double. Please.
Oh, right then. She smiles. You know that'll be €80, which is about $100.
2 then.
Oh my. I like a man who knows how to spend his money. The drinks will be placed down in front of you, and she'll casually wait for the payment.
Yeah, he's gonna pay up front.
She'll smile and say, "By all means, enjoy." What can I say? I like a man who knows what he wants.
He's gonna give her a wink and start drinking.
What was that, kid?
My bad, my mic was muted.
What did you say?
And it certainly isn't you.
Ooh. Hang on. How do sorcerers, because I don't actually know the answer to this, how do sorcerers appear on the spirit side?
That is a very good question. I'm gonna look that up now. Give me a second.
While you look that up, Kim, your cat starts to walk down the length of the bar before it falls off and lands on its side.
She'll just sigh and pick up the stupid cat.
You hear him say, "I'll fight you both together, you bastards."
It's me.
Oh, excellent. I'll have my bath run for 7, but we must be to the theatre by 9:30.
We will not be going to the theatre.
But why? This is the last time I can see Dikaraman in the most eloquent dance of the ages. I must see her in Swan Lake.
You have a penchant for talking out loud.
You have a penchant for being pretty, he says as he bats you with a paw.
I was not expecting that.
If it helps, your cat is plastered.
Well, at least he has good taste.
She'll just wrinkle her nose.
I go to sleep now.
Before you go to sleep, I would just like you to know that alcohol is poisonous to your kind.
Yes. However, he backs his tail at you and he kind of, he hits you right under the nose with the tail, are a very good doctor.
Evan?
Yes?
Instead of just trying to find something, would you like to make a ruling for that site?
Yeah, I guess.
Shall we say that looks like Mage, but a lot less crazier because he's a sorcerer?
Yes, we'll go with that. We'll say that the sparkles are there, but they're much more muted than they would be in a mage. They're kind of like think about a mage like a neon light. Think about a sorcerer like a Christmas tree light.
You can maybe sprinkle a little bit of extra something because of his merit.
Yeah, that's fair. At which point, Gravedigger will tip his top hat and he'll say, "Well, downstairs, friends, if you want to have dinner. I've got to go to a meeting of the various different powers that be to discuss our imminent destruction." Charming, isn't it?
Imminent destruction. What a surprise. I think that's
No,
the perpetual state of existence.
Samira, please, Samira, please don't cry on my library books again. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get tears out of leather and vellum?
Then stop fucking with them, Gravedigger. Stop fucking with them.
Stop fucking with who?
The books. Apparently, the books have been involved in sexual recreation. Sam has objected to.
Apologize for nothing. Moving on.
What's imminent destruction?
Oh, haven't you heard?
I will point out, as you say this, Grog, Gravedigger will be behind you and will put his hand over your mouth. And he will say, "I will remind you that here I've got some powers. However, they've got their fucking limits. If you start screaming and shouting, it's been enough for me to keep Catboy over there off the radar of people. So let's not go shouting about it, shall we? Savvy?"
I think it's a discussion for private.
He will kind of look at Gravedigger will look at Mr. York and he'll say, "Who brought the half one?"
Sam has just been kind of staring at Dean Winchester, like when she's not actively speaking to anyone.
Is he,
Sam?
he
No.
kind of looks at Samara and says, "Is he a friend of yours?"
No. But hold on, let's change that.
Wait a second, is that Dean Winchester?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Can we leave now? Like generally, like in the shows when he shows up, all our kind die.
Right. John?
You're aware that that's a TV show?
You aware he looks just like him?
So he's the actor coming in for a drink.
Really? You really think he'd be coming here?
If they're shooting something nearby, yeah. He's an alcoholic.
Hey, I'm Sam. Who are you? She literally just walked up to Damien and said that.
Yeah. Damien is gonna spring back and turn to her. Who's asking?
Sam. Me.
Well, Sam, it's nice to meet you. I'm Damien.
Hi. Nice to meet you. By the way, I love Supernatural.
I get that a lot. Yeah.
All right, that's fair. Me and some of my friends just chilling over here. You want to come with us? Or with me to them? Yeah, that's how that works.
He's gonna look over to the group, like lean forward, like lean around her and look over to the group.
At least one person looks like they've got a dead cat in their arms.
Oh my god.
I've hung out with weirder people before. Why the hell not? Yeah, let's go. And he's gonna take his drink and walk with her.
Gravedigger will bow to you as you walk down the corridor, he intimated, until you find yourselves going down a deep spiral staircase. It proceeds to go down, down, down into the earth, about, you'd guess, a couple of 100 meters, until you find yourself in front of a cast iron door that in front of which there is a security pad, a pad for numbers. Coincidentally, Samira has been told the code because she's been just sitting in there sobbing and randomly reading Gravedigger's books for the last few weeks.
Yeah.
So she will enter the code, at which point you walk into a vast space, a vast multi-storied space. There are several different floors to this vast room. It is carpeted, and it looks as if you've walked into a Victorian-style library that has an area where there are comfortable seats and an area set up that is clearly denoted as a dining area with large high-back chairs in front of a black wooden table upon which there have been set silver cutlery, just enough for the exact number of people who will be dining, and a great swath of food from various different countries, continents, and cultures has been laid out. It smells delicious. There is also alcohol and other amenities provided, but it is the sheer volume of books that strikes you as immense. I mean, I'm talking hundreds of thousands of volumes spanning, you guess, there must be 6 floors here. It is a stunning repository of knowledge.
So this looks like it's a place that shouldn't be here. It doesn't fit here, right?
Correct. It looks like it's too large to be where it is.
Gotcha. So upon seeing this, Damien is going to let out a sigh and is going to say, "Looks like I ran into you guys again."
Do you have problems running into us?
Not exactly.
Besides, you don't even know what us are.
He's gonna stop, like, do a double take, look around, look at you guys, look around and look back again, and he's gonna spurt out, "Aren't you guys magicians?"
I wouldn't call myself a magician. That sounds too pedantic.
I'm not really a magician myself.
I'm a scientist.
I will not be pulling rabbits out of hats anytime soon.
Yeah, not so much.
I mean, I don't know, that there was this other word you guys called yourselves. I can't remember now. What was it?
We're like kindred souls or something. I don't fucking know. What do you want to
Could've
call us?
worked. If it makes you comfortable, or practitioner myself. And I managed to create an awkward silence again. Good.
I'm not good. People, I'm sorry.
So, Gravy, is it like safe from like bad things in here, more or less?
Gravedigger didn't follow you down. He said that he had to go and basically there was a meeting. However, Samira can tell you that Gravedigger has informed her that this place is protected. So yes.
Okay.
She's gonna take her backpack off and open it and just kind of like let her loose. Like, oh god, I'm tired of carrying you, you lazy lizard.
For those of you who are looking, you see padding out of the backpack. There is the little dragon pictured in Natalie's picture, who kind of shakes its head from side to side and extends its wings to its full extent as he bats them, or she bats them up and down once or twice before she says in very audible English, "Well, on the bright side, it's working on your core muscles. I thought you were getting a bit flabby."
Flabby? Really?
Hey, Evan, if that's visible, does my cell phone look different in here?
No, it's only visible because it made itself visible. This is a room in the real world. It is just linked to, basically correspondence is being used to essentially expand dimensions and make things that should not fit. So dragon will look at you all before. Sorry, what was the dragon's name again, Natalie?
Talia.
Beg your pardon?
Talia.
Thalia? Okay. The dragon will bow its head and say, "Good evening, all. My name is Thalia. It's a pleasure to meet you." Ooh, gravy. It will hop up on the table.
Eyes are going to go wide open.
Still not the most unusual thing I've seen today.
I did not expect to see that.
If it helps, it says as it curls itself around the gravy boat, "This is excellent gravy."
There's sushi.
As you ask for it, the table will lengthen ever so slightly, and there will be sushi.
Haha, yes.
Hey, Kim, when you see the dragon, all that's going through your head is, "Want to dissect it? Want to dissect it? Really want to dissect it? How does it work? Want to dissect it?
Really, really want to dissect it.
Really, really want to dissect it?"
So yeah, Maeve is just kind of like staring. I mean, she's still got the cat, which, funny enough, is tucked under one arm like a football, because she's just kind of like, I don't really know what to do with a cat. And the other,
There were some large, like, comfy-looking chairs and sofas you could just throw the cat on if you wished.
she's just gonna throw the cat on there on a chair. But then just kind of, it's very clear that she's licking the dragon up and down as much as they can without actually touching it.
It looks at you with black eyes before it says, "I can already cut off your next statement if what I think you're thinking is indeed correct, and no, I am rather totally not delicious."
Why would I want to eat you?
I don't know. You have that look that humans often get when they're about to try and consume something.
No, not to consume you.
He's gone.
Bah.
That happened a few times last scene.
You shall be missed. Oh no, where he go? Whatever shall we do?
Take over the world! Oh, he's back.
Them start singing to fill the silence.
He's back.
What were you asking me?
Oh, she wasn't asking anything. She was just kind of very blatantly saying, "No, I don't want to eat you. I have other things in mind."
He'll kind of look and through its familial bond with its master will say, "I'm scared."
Then drink what gravy you want and come back over by me.
You see it. It gets onto its back legs and it attempts to lift the gravy boat. It's like, "Come with me. I will not be denied."
Ash will pick up the gravy bowl and move it for him.
Excellent. He will look up at you. She will look up at you, nod its head, and say, "Thank you, human, for giving me the gift of your opposable thumbs."
You're welcome. You know, you can just ask them. Sorry.
I get told that every time I cook bacon in the morning. Bacon.
I will have to agree with you there. Bacon. And you'll offer him a piece of sushi. Or her a piece of sushi.
No, thank you. I have gravy.
Can I have a dip? I always try to try this. Can I have a dip?
Yes.
Take the dip. Not good on sushi.
That is not at all palatable. I've tried that in real life. Don't do it.
He does. He tries it and he puts the sushi down.
The little dragon will retreat back to the backpack, where it will just leave the gravy boat out in front of it. Occasionally, you'll just see the tongue emerge and like lick some gravy.
So yes, what happened today? Or earlier today?
I think I heard you starting to say the big T or something was doing something.
Yeah, there was yeah. I don't even know how to describe it. What I saw today. Ships and battles and things on fire and that was after we got talked to by the director of Iteration X, I think she said.
Yeah, though I'd like to say that oh god, everything on fire, I think sums up what we've had to deal with it today.
Yeah, you should actually seen you should have actually seen it. I was actually on one of those ships. It's disaster over there right now.
Could you all be more specific?
The technocracy declared utter and brutal war against us unless we surrendered forthwith.
Remember,
We're
don't
not
use that
surrendering.
word. Don't use that word. They can pick up words even here. That's why they're the big T or something similar.
Technocratic union, technocratic union, technocratic union, technocracy.
All right, hold on. Or he who shall not be named.
Reality shimmers ever so slightly as the hard suits emerge. I'll be shitting you.
Watch out, we must be careful of those who must not be named.
Funny.
But no, all joking aside, they demanded our total and utter surrender. We decided that wasn't good.
They wanted the surrender of the city.
Yes.
Curious.
And
And you met with their director?
well, not in person.
As close as I ever want to get to seeing her face to face.
The dragon from the backpack will say, "You're all telling a very disjointed story. Why don't you start at the beginning? It can have a middle, and it can have an end."
In the beginning, there was darkness.
And then there was a big bang.
And then there were souls.
And then there was a call for our surrender.
And through the empathic link, "Mistress, can you punch them, please?"
Tessa just smiles like I would love to kind of smile.
All right, so long story short, several of us were given invitations to what looked like a soiree for new mages. So we went, not expecting anything of it. There was nice food, wine, drink, and other things. And as we were on a balcony, a globe split into 4 pieces. From those 4 pieces, a hologram came out of a large woman with a very Nazi-esque accent. She said that she was the director of Iteration X, and that we were standing on technocratic ground and that we should all surrender immediately. Should we choose not to surrender, we would all be Gilgold. And then she produced a what is it? Son of Ether, and Gilgold him before our very eyes.
That was later on. That was when we were talking at my place through them to.
Ah, you're right. So
Commodore.
That's right. So she talked to us, told us to surrender. We left. She didn't try to stop us, didn't try to kill us, didn't bug us that we could find. So we left. And then one of the Commodore's men, his first lieutenant or first mate, fell from the sky, and we did our best to save him and keep him from dying. We succeeded, and we took his body back to our good friend Ash's place.
He does a kind of a wave.
From there, we set about making sure that he wasn't going to die for real, and then the Commodore came in. When the Commodore came in, he gave us a link to his own spaceship where the director broadcasted another message. Once again,
I will point out because it's
You
important
skipped
that
something. You skipped something.
it wasn't the direct. It also wasn't the director who you saw do anything. It was another man, a bald man with mathematical symbols and iconography sketched into his skull.
You missed something. Somebody mentioned something about something being on fire. And
Oh yes. During this time, when you looked into the Umbra, or looked into the spirit realm, or looked through various sites that see across the line, everything was on fire as zeppelins and
cigar ships.
technocratic ships of strange make were dueling in the sky. We later found out from the Commodore that they won barely because the Technocratic Union always goes according to their plan, even when free will could bring out total victory. So we now have a cordon of flying zeppelins semi-protecting us at the moment.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty over there. I went back over there with the Commodore, and it was a really good battle. It was nasty.
Now, while we were talking to the Commodore and he was thanking us about saving his first mate, he got a message. That message came from his ship. From his ship, they linked to a video of a man being Gilgold. We literally saw someone's avatar removed from their body and destroyed, as well as that man being tortured in horrible ways that take one of us turning into Nafandi to be done to us, or selling out chantries, or handing one of our kind to Nafandi, or the technocracy. Told that was what was going to happen to each and every one of us. And now we're here, sitting under a bar, drinking. While the Master Mages and the Archmages decide on how best to go about our next step. Do you have anything else to add, Ash or Sam?
Besides having seen the site of the battle and all that, which was, yeah, wow. It looked like it was an impressive battle. Both sides lost that heavy.
Sounds like a productive day. Unfortunate that lives were lost, but a productive day nonetheless.
I don't think that there is anything productive about this day. Not when someone was Gilgold.
Do you not?
At the price of someone's very soul.
But the battle was won.
They made a mistake. I think they may have played their cards too soon, or too openly.
Indeed.
Also of note, the leader, Master Mage of the Hermetics, was murdered the night before last. And while having nothing to do with the technocracy, has everything to do with some other group that can overpower a mage and crucify him. So we also have that to deal with. And there is still the unsolved case of who decided to murder me. Because being shot in the head was really a rude awakening.
Stupid question, Time. You okay?
I got better. It took me awakening and becoming a mage, but I got better, it seems.
Well, Yeah, that's not a fun thing to go through. I remember that.
I've not died, and I don't plan on it for quite some time. Thanks.
Yes.
I concur, mistress. Sorry.
So that there's murderers out there that can kill mages. There's the technocracy, and there's someone going around killing future and
There's someone
here
just
and
going
now
around
mages.
murdering women.
Yes, I'm working on that.
Yeah,
Not very hard.
On the
What was his
mention of that, Sam's fist tightens.
Smiling Jack, the dragon says from its bag. That was the name. I saved the clipping.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're still working on that, you know.
Don't worry, I'll figure it out.
I just need a target. Somebody get me a target.
If we had any
Question.
idea. What was that, Sam?
She said
When
she
you
has a
find
request.
Smiling Jack killer, I would like him.
As a police officer, I must tell you no. As a Thanatos, go right ahead.
She nods.
So we'll keep the cop out of this loop. Got it.
The dragon will kind of snirk out of the bag, and she'll pad over to Samira, and he'll sit down right in front of you and look up at you, and she'll say, I never noticed the sky before now.
You didn't.
Head
Now I've got to
turn.
roll perception.
Yeah, she
Head
is covered up with makeup.
Mm-hmm. If you're looking, however, you still know where to. If you're looking, you still can see it.
That's fair. Yeah.
Even if it's difficulty 10, I still get a success.
Cool. Yeah, no, you can plainly see this. Samira's had her throat slit, and it is scarred over.
Huh. Another. So, Smiling Jack, did you see him? Can you describe him to me? As he pulls out a notepad, like a cop's notepad, and it looks like he's waiting to write down.
Actually, Evan, when Ash will look over when they start asking about the appearance, and Ash will ask, with your permission, if you think about it, I might be able to get an image in my head from you, if it would help, and if you would allow it.
I didn't really catch his face.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
How about voice? Did he sound male, female, young man, young woman?
He was built like a man at the very least.
Did he do anything other than slit your throat?
He removed my heart.
Has anybody ever thought about checking the CCTV feeds?
Evan, that's a great question. How good is the CCTV in the city?
Smiling Jack has never appeared on any form of visual monitoring device.
All right, how about we look at her and look back through time then?
Okay.
I'm hoping to see Smiling Jack this way. I'm not sure if it'll work, but hey, I'm going to look back through time.
Okay.
Out of character, if I remember correctly, all that Sam really saw were his eyes, which I forget what you said the color was. I want to say purple, but I may be wrong.
No, one of the director's eyes is purple.
Okay.
Smiling Jack's eyes were utterly piercing sky blue.
Okay. Then we'll say the only thing.
You're also he did speak to you at least once, and there was also the text message, just in case you wanted to, in case I needed to GM jog memory.
Yeah. The voice. Did he have an Irish accent?
No, he was entirely monotone.
So that's going to be 3 successes, and it's going to last for a little bit.
Tim, are you telling this information to us as you're asking Evan?
Yeah, she's either telling it or Grog is seeing it.
Yeah, he's relating the entire visualization as he
What
sees
Grog
it.
sees, though, he's going to see. He's going to see through Samira's eyes, her just.
Oh no, I'm not seeing it through your eyes. I'm seeing it as it's happening to you.
Hey, Evan, I'm also gonna.
Whoa, for start, Grog. How much correspondence do you have?
None. I shouldn't need correspondence to see from her.
Okay. You're trying to anchor the effect on Samira, which means you need life to anchor the effect. Do you have any life?
No, I didn't know I needed life for that.
Can I help
Yeah,
her?
in order to anchor, basically, she is your anchor point because you're not using correspondence, which means if you had correspondence, you could just literally whip your vision back to the area in question where it happened and then look back in time on the area, but you're not standing there. So you have to anchor the effect on Samira and look back through her time, basically. But in order to do that, you need life to anchor the effect.
Can I not look?
Can I help him with that or no?
What are both of your practices, or what are both your paradigms, rather?
Hold on while I get that up.
Oh, paradigm. Remind me which one's that? Paradigm. That's I don't know.
Worlds of gods and monsters and transcend your limits.
I don't think I have that down.
My practice is chaos magic, craftwork, and gutter magic.
Yeah, I don't have that down for me.
You should have. I thought you wrote down your paradigm. If not, you really need to write it down. Please do that before you do your next mage scene. So to answer the question, as of now, no, you both cannot ritual cast something together.
Okay.
I will tell you this, Grog. What will happen is you will attempt to look back in time to Samira's time until basically the last thing you'll see, because I'll give this to you because I'm fair. You will see her basically being brought to this club by Gravedigger as he picks her up out of the snow. However, when you try to go beyond that, to go to the point of the murder, it's like you're bumping off a wall. Not a wall that's causing you any pain, but you can't go beyond that point.
Okay, I was trying to see what actually happened to her body. That's what I was trying to see.
You can't see it. It's been blocked by something. You can see her before that point while she's standing at a bus stop waiting for a bus. Then there's a skip to when Gravedigger is wrapping her up in his coat.
Do you say that? Do you expand
Yeah,
that?
like he's rattling it off, and then there's a skip, like he's saying it as he sees it, and then he picks back up.
Does my mind magic is my mind magic strong enough to tell if her memories have been screwed with?
No. Well, her memories haven't been screwed with.
Sorry, my memories without my awakening.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't catch what was said. Sorry.
She said my memories weren't tampered with. That was my awakening.
Basically, Grog is incapable of looking back on the action. Basically, someone has made it so that it is impossible to view that time and place without much more powerful magic than you currently have available.
Okay. Can I scan her surface thoughts to see if I can gain any more information from her description that she might not be remembering that might be stuck in her memory?
You can try, but bear in mind that would be like a huge violation of her mind.
Well, I mean,
It's more of a question. The character is
Hang on.
thinking of if it's possible to do.
Ian, yes, you could in theory do that. Tim, what were you saying?
I'm saying you're basically seeing if she forgot anything by seeing if she's consciously thinking about anything.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
the question is,
No. You would need to be able to. You'd need mind 3 in order to actually delve into the deeper nitty gritty of her mind to read her actual thoughts, to see anything she may have forgotten. Because reading her thoughts is not applicable to read thoughts that they themselves have forgotten, because then they're not on the surface.
Ash isn't trying to do it. He's stopping and thinking if it was possible for him to do it.
Oh, it's not possible.
Okay.
So we're at an impasse until we can find someone with stronger magic than we have here.
But, however, okay, Grog, you've got enough investigation to know this. The fact you can't see something is a better clue than if you could see something.
What about, would it help if we went to the location of where this happened?
If we knew that location, then I could scan the location.
Do you have any kind of landmarks that you can pick out while looking that we can utilize?
Yes, I can tell you the street I was on, and she'll list up the street she was on as well as the bus stop she was waiting at.
There you go.
That's fine. Kim, at this point, the cat kind of looks up. He says, "No, Ma, I don't want to go to school today." And falls asleep again.
She'll kind of look away from the bag because she's just like staring at this dragon, trying to figure out how it would work in her mind, or in the world of science. And she looks back over to the cat, and she should probably go check its pulse, make sure it's still beating at a normal cat heart rate. So she's gonna go check his pulse real fucking fast.
Make me an intellect medicine roll.
I got this shit in the bag. And then watch me just botch it. I was
going to say, Kim ends up, listening to the cat's chest, ends up, accidentally crushing its little heart.
I don't think checking that end of the cat will help you for a heartbeat.
I don't think killing the cat would really upset her at this point. But no, I got 6 successes. 7 if my specialty in sheer brilliance counts.
It does. That cat's fine. He's just shit-faced as hell.
Awesome.
Though, you know what? He snuggles into your hand, and he's all cute and adorable and asleep.
Motherfucker. She'll probably just stand there awkwardly, not knowing what to do now that she's actually being shown, affection from this fucking cat.
And he's gone again.
There he go. So that was kind of mostly a player thing, I guess. Me telling you guys that Maeve looks really awkward being shown this affection from the cat.
I'm just visualizing how that botch would have went.
But yeah, no, he's being the cat is like
that would have been a huge botch.
Hmm?
I was just saying, trying to imagine a nine-dying botch would have been like, oh my god.
I've had worse.
It's called Methuselah's curse for a reason.
God damn it.
So let's say we all go check out the street.
Maybe we'll just kind of look at the rest of you guys, hands still kind of, I guess, being snuggled by this cat, and just kind of say, what do I do?
This keeps
You pet the cat.
Fine.
Smother it with a pillow?
She'll look around for a pillow.
There is a pillow on the couch.
Thinks about going and getting the pillow, but then realizes if she tried to kill the cat, she wouldn't be able to kill the cat.
Poor Felix, he just wants love.
How am I
Seeing her
supposed
looking around, Tessa's gonna be like, I was kidding about smothering it. Totally kidding. Just like hold him comforting, lovingly, pet him and shit.
How am I supposed to do that if we are going to go investigate this street?
Get a backpack to carry him in, or a handbag, or just drag him by his leash.
Magical clutch.
Nobody has a cat carrier?
I'm a dog person, so no.
I'm a dragon person, so no.
Put him in with the dragon.
This is my backpack.
You can't share for a little bit?
My backpack.
I think the dragon might eat the cat.
You are a
Oh God, no.
dragon, right? You probably, like most reptiles, would need a warm, sunny spot, preferably. The cat would be certainly warm.
He will look out at you. Kind of shake his head to the side. She'll look out at you, shake its head to the side, and say, "My backpack."
I think what he's trying to tell us is it's his backpack. Or her backpack, sorry.
Oh, she's got a gravy boat in there. Do you really want to go home with a cat covered in gravy?
It's,
Frankly,
I wouldn't be going home with it.
I don't know. You could always wear him like a boa. I mean, isn't fur in these days? I don't know what you mammalians do with yourselves.
No, fur's not in these days.
Oh.
I think Pamela Anderson has told us all that.
The dragon looks up at Tessa apologetically and says, "So those 5 mink I killed and left on your bed before we left will be entirely useless then."
No, because that's what you're going to be eating for as long as it takes you to finish him.
Touché.
All right. What are we doing with this? Leaving the cat here, taking with... I think it's probably out enough that we could probably get there and come back before it even wakes up.
Yes, but if it does wake up, I don't want it speaking to anyone.
Close the door behind us?
There is still that grave digger fellow, is there not?
Leave him a note? Send him a text?
What, saying don't mess with the cat?
Don't let the cat out.
Okay, how about this? Let's just take the cat with us. I don't imagine we're going to be coming back here later tonight anyway. I'm not planning on it.
I'll be sleeping at our chantry tonight, Sam. I advise you to do the same.
I'm not staying at home anyway. So,
Especially when she quoted your street name and your address.
yeah, that wasn't very appreciated. Anyway,
That was kind of creepy.
it was extremely creepy. But let's go.
Hi-ho!
Backpack on, dragon disappears. It now just looks like a backpack full of food and a bottle of alcohol.
And a thing of gravy?
Wait, did she straight up steal Gravedigger's, like, fucking bottle?
She ordered the bottle and he paid for it.
She just took it. Alright.
All right.
And she puts her increasingly heavy backpack on.
Did you put the cat in the backpack?
No?
Excellent.
Yeah, although we are taking the cat with us.
Maeve will begrudgingly pick the cat up. Kind of.
Yeah.
Ollie's carrying it
Hey,
around.
Kim.
What?
Hey Kim, it starts to snuggle into you.
Maeve will look at the cat. We'll look at Maeve and say, "You don't want to leave the cat here anyway." Like, Gravedigger's okay. There's some real freaky motherfuckers up in this beat.
I can't imagine anyone by the name of Gravedigger would be any less creepy than his patrons.
By the way, guys, as you look up, you see looking down at you from the second floor, it's a large square. You see dozens of glowing red eyes just looking down at you. They're not moving. And spectral forms casually watching.
I flip them off. Because, you know what? That's creepy.
Yeah, maybe it's a good idea we didn't leave the cat here.
Told you.
So, I tell you what, guys, as it's coming up to 6:30 in the morning here, I will quite happily run your little investigation scene, but do you mind if we do it another evening?
I'm cool with that.
Sure.
I'm good with that.
Cool. In that case, as you leave the room behind you, the door will close with a crack hiss. The lights will go out. However, those dozens of eyes will still stay, standing silent and eerie sentinel against the darkness. Not breathing, not speaking, only watching. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene in Darkness in Dublin. Have a pleasant evening.